Hello and welcome to everyone. I'm Vladimir Vladek, the Bulgarian Cowboy, and we are now going to talk about the upcoming fight. Well, I at least hope it's gonna be upcoming, and I hope it's going to happen. That's the clash between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Justin Gaethje, which is lined up for UFC 253. With venue is still with venue still undisclosed, but let's see which way is it going to go. Kinda Well, kind of hard to give predictions for me. I mean, Khabib, combat sambo expert, black belt in judo, master of sport in judo and sambo, and master of hand-to-hand combat and recreation, riding on a perfect score of 28-0. Well, kind of hard to me, you know. The former combat sambo champion is probably the toughest fighter ever and the greatest wrestler in the history of this sport. Well, I'll be honest, not a great fan of Khabib's fights and so, but he is just too dominant, man. He is super, super dominant. He worked a lot on his striking too when it comes to Khabib's grappling. It's just superb. His grappling is just superb, man. And the guy who won that vacant title against Alia Quinta back at UFC 223, then choked out Conor McGregor, then choked out Dustin Poirier. His submission game is fantastic. Stamina is fantastic. Punches are good. He actually showed really great punching skills against Conor McGregor, and I was kind of surprised back there because when I was seeing him against Conor McGregor throwing those heavy bombs, I was like, oh man, is this really happening? He even dropped Conor McGregor with that big punch. And the only guy who actually outworked Khabib was Gleison Tibau, but that was the only time. Other than that, Khabib's stamina remained superb. He is Maoin expert. When he takes you down, there's no way you're gonna slip out of it. Triangle choke, Kimura expert, choke expert, armbar specialist, cardio specialist, TKO finisher. All right, Khabib doesn't have any knockout under his belt. I mean, pure knockout. And the former Recreation Cup champion and Tsumada Fighting Championship 3 tournament winner, Khabib is so dominant. When it comes to Justin Gaethje, he showed some really nasty skills against Tony Ferguson. He's riding a score of 22-2. And he's the former WSF champion who won the title against Richard Petishnok and then defended it against Nick Newell, Luis Palomino on 2 occasions, Brian Foster, and Luis Firmino, because the fight against Melvin Guillard was not a title fight because Guillard missed weight. And Justin Gaethje, upon arrival to the UFC, he suffered 2 losses to Eddie Alvarez and Dustin Poirier, both via stoppages, but then bounced back into the winning column with 4 victories in a row, 2 knockouts against James Vick and Edson Barboza, and 2 TKO stoppages against Donald Cerrone and Tony Ferguson. When it comes to Justin Gaethje, he is better in the stand-up, that's for sure. He has superb stand-up game. Well, I'm unsure about his takedown defense game. I watched him on few occasions. I can confirm his takedown defense game is good. I can confirm his punches are good. He's good fighter on the ground, but compared to Khabib, it's just not going to be enough. I mean, on the ground, it's just not going to be enough because Khabib is so dominant. He's so superb, so powerful. Gaethje, on the other side, he has NCAA Division I wrestling experience, and he is a superb striker who predominantly comes from wrestling. I believe he could make some very little problems to Khabib, but Khabib is too good when it comes to grappling. That's the problem. Gaethje has chances only if and only if he keeps this fight standing. Khabib's stand-up game has improved a lot, but unfortunately, Gaethje is still a better striker. Gaethje has better kicks, and he has faster punches, more powerful strikes, but Khabib is a Maoin expert. If he takes you down, that's the end of the road. There's no way you can get him off yourself, so Khabib is the most dominant champion ever, alongside John Jones and GSP, but Khabib hasn't lost a single fight, so I don't think this is going to be his first loss. I'll be honest with you. I prefer Gaethje more as a fighter. I think he's more entertaining to watch. He is kind of more fun to us fans to watch. I don't like watching Khabib's fights so much, but Khabib is too good. He is just too good, too dominant fighter, and I give 60% to Khabib. I mean, you never know. Gaethje could knock him out. It might happen, but Khabib is just too tough, too hard opponent, too strong, and I give 60% to Khabib Nurmagomedov. Anyway, if Gaethje keeps the fight standing, he will have chances, but 60% of victory to Khabib Nurmagomedov.